Okay, we're going to go through configuration of the putting area. So you're going to open your browser, not just any browser, you need to open up Chrome. There should be a shortcut on your desktop for this. And go to localhost:8080. That'll bring up the control interface. So we're going to select putting from the AOI control, and that will display the location, the current location of where the system looks for the ball at address when putting. You don't want to enable calibration here. If you enable calibration, you would have to go through the entire calibration process of setting up balls 2 feet apart and going through that entire procedure, which we don't want to do. So we're just, in this case, just need to select the putting AOI, leave this off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the ball where my turf has been marked to putt from. So what you can see is the area where we're looking for the ball at address for putting is very close to the edge of our box. The area where you've marked this should be the center of that box, because if a ball is overlapping the edge, it would not be detected, and so then a putt would not be detected when hit. So for instance, if you take a putt and it registers as only going 6 inches, the reason that happened is because it actually didn't detect it as a putt, it detected it as a full shot, and by the time the ball reached the area near the screen or the end of the tracking area, it was going very, very slow. So whenever putts are detected, the voice over will tell you that it was a putt instead of a golf shot. And so if you don't hear that announcement, then you know it didn't actually detect your ball at address. So that can happen if the turf shifts over time. Luckily, there's a very simple fix. So I placed the ball at the putting area. Now I'm just going to drag this over until the square is in the center, or where the ball is centered in the square, sorry. And so that's good. I could also enlarge the area. So in general, that area should be about 6 inches by 6 inches. You can make it smaller or larger. Smaller is probably not ideal, but larger is not ideal either, because if you make it too big, then you start to pick up other things. So for putting to work, it expects to see the ball inside that box and nothing else. So if you can see, if I start to get my feet in the area, or if for whatever reason I'm hovered over this area here, that might occlude the detection. So you want to have a small area, but still within enough margin of error that someone could. So just to double check this, I'm going to place a ball 3 inches to the right and 3 inches to the left of that ball. And so you can see that that's about 6 inches wide. And so I could put another one here. Six inches center to center. Yeah, actually 3 inches, sorry. Yeah, so that looks right. But I can make it a little bit larger if I wanted, just by dragging the edges. But the main thing is we want to have the place where you've marked the spot right in the center. So that ball should be in the center of the square. Once you're happy with that location, then you can save it, restart, tee it up,